Some people are crazy to give themselves like marks, as you are saying, say, like you need to have a mark. But
or be creative.
Oh my God, people can create
but
it.
Ladies are very dramatic.
Yes. Oh, we are.
Yeah,
how are we supposed to make that a normal thing?
You didn't forgive yourself first.
When you didn't take the time to heal.
Right, you didn't heal.
So be cried and they say, Minka, they say we are breaking me out in 3 days time coming anyway. But bro, you didn't even have the time to heal. When they grow up to be people like us that we need to date them. That is when they do not know how to be treating their partners right.
Right.
Because now say my mom and papa no worry, but no sad you be over. So why am I supposed to cheating is normal?
Yeah.
When you get into a relationship and then there is a breakup or even a marriage and then there is a divorce, it's like a competition.
Yeah.
That is where the competition sets in. Okay. Stop what you're doing and come on this journey with me. Hello friends, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Okodie Ekwejiwa. You are welcome to this YouTube video on Genesis Lifestyle. Yes, Genesis Lifestyle is the ish. Now this platform deals with conversations that connect as well as perspectives that transform. It simply means that we talk about social issues and relationship. So become part of this family by subscribing to Genesis Lifestyle and share our videos. Now allow me to introduce you to my panels. Hello guys, how are you?
You're fine.
Are you ready for the show?
Of course we are.
Great. Akosia, briefly tell us about yourself.
All right. Hello viewers. Nana Akosia Yeboah is my name. I'm a PRO and of course I'm into media. Just sit and wait for us.
Thank you. Now, Chewa.
Hello, lovely people. My name is Chewa, but you can call me Miss K. And I'm also into the media industry as usual. And I want you to know something. Get used to seeing my face here on Genesis Lifestyle. Okay.
Thank you. And that was Chewa and Akosia for you. Now, girls, let's talk about toxic relationship. Okay, so Akosia, let me start from you. Okay. Tell us about toxicity in relationship and how to spot one.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think it's an opportunity for me. But when we talk about toxic relationship or toxicity in a relationship, it occurs when one person starts to have more power and then control over the other.
Okay.
Not in a positive side, but the negative side.
Okay.
And then toxic relationship is an abusive act and very harmful which one experience, being it marriage or date.
Okay.
And then I would majorize up and say we will call it a domestic violence.
Okay. Domestic.
Because all happens in a house. Because if I'm to cite an example, I'm in a toxic relationship.
Okay.
But then my boyfriend or my husband, when we goes outside, he makes the public knows he treats me well, or he takes care of me.
Okay, he doesn't show it in public.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying it's much more a domestic violence.
Okay.
But when we go home, that is where the toxic starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So the definition for toxic relationship, if I'm to summarize, is an abusive act and a harmful act which one goes through, being it marriage or date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much with your explanation. I think people listening will really get it.
Yeah.
Now, Chewa, your question. How does workplace toxicity look like? And how does it affect mental health?
Thank you so much.
It's a good question, right?
Thank you so much.
I know.
It's quite sudden that people don't actually notice there's actually toxicity at workplaces.
Okay.
And then maybe I would have to help you notice some of this. So I want to start with lack of recognition.
Okay.
Because how am I putting in enough work to whatever I'm supposed to do?
Right.
I come to work on time, do whatever I'm supposed to do. Like, I can even go the extra mile. And then you don't notice whatever I'm doing.
Right.
You don't recognize whatever I'm doing. Nobody sees what I'm doing. To say, my yard do, man yard do, nobody cares. So I wasted my time to get an outcome out to me. Maybe it might be pleasing, but maybe it's not right. But nobody cares about it. Nobody recognizes what you are doing. It's a form of toxicity at workplace.
Okay. How does it affect mental health, Chewa? Like, this is what I was expecting. Who say, Chewa, who say, even as you've explained, say, one way yeah ma that attention. Yeah, shada who value. Even though you are coming to work all the time, every day. You get up every day, you look good, you think you're ready for everything. But whatever
you do is not noticed. Nobody cares.
I mean, with your mental health, I mean, affect you saying.
As a human being,
okay.
Aside the workplace, as a human being, okay. So we be crown money pa. Na say, like say you've done your best. One ankasano. There's by young family workplace. What's sorry and pa? Like it be out very far, so you need to wake up very early. There's stress into all bed man. There's that kind of stress, and then you are your workplace. You are not recognized. You seem unworthy at your workplace. Like opian found. There's also mental stress added to it. So when it comes to how like it affects you mentally, there's stress and anxiety.
Anxiety, that's the word. Because sometimes
I want to know. I don't know. So at the back of your mind, you are not actually satisfied with what you are doing.
Not sure.
You are anxious about every single thing.
And sometimes when you get to work, now I am that alone cry also timid.
Waking up.
I get it. Yeah. I get it.
So the anxiety and the stress, it starts like right when you are up.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's really crazy. It's really crazy. Now, Akosia, toxicity assembly AKU.
They are very serious.
They are very serious, but and confirm Shedan fan serious. Yeah. And confirm fan is serious. No?
The rate at which we have normalized like things right now. As I say, your mental health doesn't even matter.
And it doesn't show on your face. To say what your baby show face and your body. This is in your mind.
And then you can't even show because some me be show I'm up here busa Barack officer. What is wrong with your wife? He would come back and beat me. Why should you show your face? Why should you let someone know something is going on? Yeah, so you can't even show.
You can't.
So you are going through the thing, but you have to laugh.
Training you.
Yeah.
Training you. Now, Akosia, tell us about physical symptoms of toxic stress. Also, how do toxic relationship impact self-esteem?
Okay. The physical symptoms of toxic stress. One, you lose weight.
You lose weight.
Because even if you cry,
I see.
You wouldn't feel like eating because you are always sad, and then nothing push you to take something.
But when I am sad, I eat. When I am sad, I eat.
Unfortunately, when I lost my dad, I was stress eating.
Oh, okay.
That was the way I was also dealing with stuff like that.
You were eating a lot.
I was getting fired. Everybody's like something. So there are also people who go through stuff. They don't actually lose it.
You are right. You don't. That is why I pinpointed that particular. So you lose weight.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
A lot of them.
That's why I also say
phone.
Sorry to say, obey your time.
Pay basa. I see.
Yes, you came into a relationship very big and strong, and then in no time, now yes, it be the rolling chain.
Okay.
Can you get that?
That round thing,
Yes.
around your neck.
We don't get into a relationship for bad things. We go in for good things.
Exactly.
We don't go into you to me who say this guy that I'm going to date, or this guy that I'm getting myself involved with, or you won't know.
No, definitely not.
But I know when you get there, now you can't come out. That is why you feel the real person that you are being with. Your mom will see you and was like, yeah.
So why a basa?
And then we call something like headaches and migraines.
Okay.
Because at this point, you are going to think. You will think very, very well.
Say, are you doing things right or wrong?
You're always doubting yourself.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Into her, or being control, so yeah, you will be feeling headaches.
Okay.
And there is no painkillers in this world that can cure.
I see.
Yeah. It is very serious. We go through, most girls like we go through a lot of this, but sorry to say, you Jimmy Kasaka Kirby.
Okay.
Me don't know.
This love one tente.
Love will take us places.
Jesus Christ, trust me.
A friend will be like, we have some friends, those people who usually notice us, they'll be like, guy knowing just leave him and go. All that you say is, oh, best sir. He wasn't like that.
And you know, say,
I can change him.
They see it from afar.
Yes. And the weakness, you become very weak.
I see.
Because the beating, the
abusing. Oh my goodness.
And then you were saying something like how we could support a toxic relationship.
Yes.
That one we didn't go there. I wanted to point on that.
Okay.
Because most people think maybe, oh, Kofi no antisa. Then I feel the way you say. Maybe beginning he was showing you such attitude, but it wasn't more like how you're experiencing right now.
Okay.
So if you're with a guy, mostly the ladies, because they say men want to abuse you oba. One shada anti say oba abuse bema.
No.
The oba answer what did you miss kind wedding na wako. You won't hear a guy saying me girl abomasum and I'm here abomasum.
Me girl a rape me cry.
Yeah. So there are some sports that you see, like when you see this guy is changing or my relationship is becoming toxic. One is dishonest. Dishonesty. You are not being loyal.
Right.
You are not being truthful. The thing is like this. I know the thing is like this. You know the thing is like this. But because maybe I'm staying with you in your house, I have no income. You are the one giving me what I
Everything.
want. So, assume I see. This is what you did. Me, pa. But you know yourself, that is what you did.
Exactly.
So, there's honesty. And then we have something like sex pressure. Today, I went to work. I'm not feeling well. And then I don't feel like having sex. But you are really on heat.
Okay.
Instead of you to think that your partner or your woman mostly our skin, we have soft skin.
Right.
So any heavy work, it just weakens us. You just have to get some rest. But this is the issue, that your boyfriend or your husband would just bounce on you just like that. Marriage rape,
because he
date
wants it.
rape.
You have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Or rape you. We don't, mostly when you hear rape, you think say nipa no nimno na wakwachino, then you just no. Marriages and then relationships. The young say my boyfriend, I'm staying with him. It happens.
You didn't give your consent.
No, you didn't.
Yes. So there are a lot of things that you could spot.
Okay, so Akosia, how does it affect or how does it impact self-esteem? How does it impact self-esteem?
Okay, this one I'll say low self-worth, and then confidence, and then self-doubt. Because at this point, say, I dare encourage you in a relationship crying in an article. You don't have any confidence, and then you always doubt yourself. It could be like, this is what is going on. I want to talk to my boyfriend or my husband, but I'm scared. He's gonna beat me. Maybe he might touch me or hurt me or something. Yeah, so you always get self-doubt. And then it's like loss of identity.
Okay. You lose your identity through that. I see.
You really lose yourself. Because it will come to a point one can say like you just, even when you stand in the mirror, you take your old picture back then, and then right now you be like, I am me, and I say me.
Because you came in a happy girl, but be afraid of sorry and
and you know sometimes you feel like as a problem what.
Oh,
you feel like
that is self-blame. Always be on me blame you. Me na me dem ho ba ye. Me na me cause say. Yeah. Maybe if an issue should come and then you complaining, na o complaining, na a problem, you be like, me na me ko bisay.
You're always blaming
so yourself. You always blame yourself.
Okay.
And then it's like you find it difficult to set boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a whole lot that we always go through.
Okay.
Both physical, mental. It's like it's all about pain.
Okay.
Yeah. Internal bleeding, pani, toxic relationship. Internal bleeding, biani honoma, a chain toxic relationship. Yes, because it's like hell on earth.
I see. Hell on earth.
Yes.
I see.
Bonsam jom crown fano.
Akosia, hold it there for me. Let me go to Chewa. Chewa, first you mama was say a hell on earth.
Toxicity.
Jesus Christ. See, you who say no Chewa. Support to be. What support do we need to? I mean, do we need to leave that toxic relationship? And does it affect kids? Supposing you are married or more relationship with Mauma, does it affect the children?
It does.
Oh,
it does.
In what ways?
It will.
Okay.
But I want to start with ways we can support people who go through stuff like that.
Okay.
Mostly, what the physical part of toxicity, mostly in the relationship wise. In here they buy and say in general or something like in workplace. Someone goes through stuff like that. The first thing we need to do is to support the person emotionally.
Okay.
Be there. It be hard. There's nothing you can do aside just opening your arms. Listen. Just
listening ear.
Like just give the listening ear. Somebody just wants to speak to somebody. But said like why you drained there was so no issue. But there's nobody to talk to. There's no shoulders to cry on. There's literally nobody emotional support.
Yes.
So we need to help with that.
Okay.
And then they also support groups. Like they help deal with situations like that.
Like therapists and those people.
See a therapist. It be so in Ghana we be say therapist stuff and share that new juma. Say I just all call osofu bi one as opinion be hon. Now they will how be and I said
okay.
In churches there are groups like that you can go there. There are support groups like that. When it comes to a way like it has to be law wise, maybe a relationship. Now say asasibi and I baby bem, but because of whatever is happening in T, there has to be some laws like where see Ebiana was all the cockota to save yourself, you do that.
Police station.
Yeah, police station, you do that. You don't need to be scared. Now we need people to actually speak up when they are being abused, physically, mentally, in your relationships, at your workplace. You need to fight for it.
Yeah.
You need to fight for yourself. Because the toll it takes on you mentally,
emotionally,
you have no idea. People go through things and then I say I find say falla on I say we see. Especially with relationships. How are we supposed to make that a normal thing? Why? Hey, and me free man or bo also bunny be no. Like just or they balance work of Febi because like why do people like and then sorry say me bejo ne way na faba gaslighting. No, that my God. Like obi a your mistake you do like make me. It's not just in relationships. So I know so I did something but so I didn't know what changing in some way, you know. But so you're trying to make it seem say I didn't do that, you did that. Now like at the end of it, no, the fault is from you. You need to take the blame. But you best switch up everything to make it seem like actually you did that. And then and then you start to feel like I'm the mistake, I'm the problem.
Yeah.
So like they need support. Emotionally,
psychologically. Yeah.
So if we need to see a therapist, we do that. If you need to pray about it, we do that. If you need to cry on the shoulder, you do that. If the laws need to be present, please do that.
Okay, so that was Chewa for you, and I was really enjoying, especially Senipano Obejiatum say, okay, Obie normal.
No,
it is
don't do that.
Obia FM binti is okay, Miss Mefambia is okay. And see, I really get it.
When it comes to the kids,
yes, the kids,
you worry,
right?
And then my kids see you be me every single time,
every day.
Say me no honum. Now what your bafu fraba bichem. My kids see you do that. But what often say because they are kids, so it has nothing. One day Ubeya no they are a brona concrane, so they go to school and they listen, they are shocked.
They want to fight.
They listen, they don't want to speak up. It has an effect on them.
Sometimes they want to fight. They feel like and
that is what my parents do in the house. Like that is what my dad does to my mom. So they listen, they try fighting. And then when they grow up to be people like us that we need to date them, that is when they do not know how to be treating their partners right. Because now say my mom and papa or no worry, but no sad you be for. So why am I supposed to cheating normal?
Yeah. You see that
thing? No many no relationship plan why no shall see between and sabo.
No, yeah,
because Osano, that is what he saw.
Right.
So it does affect them. Especially psychological. Osano cry there or the one and there's nothing you can do.
Right. So it really affects.
It does.
I see. Then we really need to be careful. So this question is general. It is for both of you. What role does forgiveness play in healing from toxicity? With forgiveness. Yes. Please. Any of you can start.
Okay. Right now, when we're talking about forgiveness, I would say if forgiveness doesn't mean like you should reconcile with the toxic people around you.
Okay.
If you beat me always and then last I get the opportunity to go out and then you come in and apologize, seek for forgiveness. Me forgiving you doesn't mean I'm accepting you being a toxic person back. But rather, forgiveness as a role in healing, like it helps you let go of anger, bitterness, and then resentment.
Right.
Because since you've maltreated me, and I have a very huge anger in me for you. Which can lead to say, Michelle baby come meet me a proud. And I say, the old year me no. I can also meet me cry bopam or be so be yobi. But immediately you come to me, realize your bad deeds and then your stuffs, and then you come in to like for apologize.
Okay.
Me forgiving you is like I'm just setting myself free from anger and then bitterness. The bitter thing that you took me through. Immediately you forgive me who say I've had my right. More treatments be a new hobby. So everything goes out free. You now become a free person. Yes. And then it helps you release emotional burden. Because say when you come to me and then you apologize, na me de obone chewa. Anything emotion bia ebema mesu, ebema metewa na me yemashime. Depression, sadness bia no. Like since I've forgiven you, I have nothing. I have no doubt about you. So anything like emotional burden bia abesu also. I know some people Oma go through some relationship, Oma quit it, but still Oma they still have the mind there.
Right.
All because say Obi Ohonoma, when you do something bad, very bad against that person, until say Obeba Nima apologize, no, he's not okay. But she's not okay. She still has the thing in him or her. Into say Oba abusing me, where depressed me. One mama go through hot things. Now I still have the thing in me.
Right.
I'm still carrying the burden. Unless you just come. You so to you so me mostly when you do something bad against me now opa mature there and then they be amika if I get the opportunity to better for me. If I get the opportunity better for me. You just because sawanya my dear I be me apa there's no way I just live like that. Yes. Also, it makes you express yourself. No one be apologize. Yeah. That is where you get your power. Interno also bet me or time. Say now, yeah, me. When I was with you, this is what you did.
Right.
This is what you put me through. You get a chance to express because that time no. Oh, be your bossy. Oh no, about
your boss of your own. What me I do?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So you get the chance to express yourself, just like how you want.
Right.
And then lastly, you get your power back.
Okay.
Yes.
Your freedom.
First, Nana wants me MPNko baby. Friends are having party. You can't join your friends. Friends are doing this. You can't do it.
Yes.
Me Ankasami Piako baby cry.
Yeah, mamenko.
You are locked up in the house. Into Senyamia dom. Now what's me Pierre film. Now chop bar. Me Ankasadi Messi Ayukun time.
Oh yeah, nah. Okay. What do you see?
Yeah.
Have you landed? Okay, Chira. Your own view.
Forgiveness, I think, is like an essential rule to help a human being.
Okay.
Release everything. Relieve everything.
Okay.
And then move on. So, like, I will start with closure.
Okay.
I would want to start with closure. Like she said, or say, some people are still in relationship, but more past way, you know, don't feel mono. It still hangs on their necks.
Right.
So if you do forgive somebody, and then the problem with most of us, we think, so only pakona babe asking for forgiveness and that's how it works. But you should know that forgiveness is not actually for the other person.
Right. No,
it's
you.
It's
you have to go through some things.
Yes, it's for you. So only pakona apologize you. So apologize you. Try and forgive.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can take blames and faults your side.
Right.
So you forgive yourself and then you forgive the other person.
Okay.
And then if you do that, it gives you some sort of closure. You can actually forgo everything and move on. Some, they are done, but they are still stuck.
They're still there, right?
So there's some closure sometimes you need for yourself and from the other person. Right. And also, another point I would want to add is,
okay,
say, you forgive, not necessarily the other person.
Okay.
It helps you get some personal empowerment.
Okay.
Like she said, say, maybe your friends are going to parties, but because of whatever you found yourself
that freedom,
you can't go places, you can't do things you love.
Right.
So now you are out, but there's still some kind of bitterness in you, some anger in you. Forgo, yeah. So it feels like you are out, but you're not totally out.
Right.
So if you're able to forgive yourself, and then whatever you went through, it brings you back your personal empowerment and actually adds up more. See, because during that time you were with the person, or during that time you were going through whatever you were going through, you were actually supposed to like be moving forward, be learning things, but you were stuck and then you were lagging. Into now I am done. That I let everything go.
Right.
The things are messy, you now
you want to enjoy
them, and
right.
you actually want to get better than who you actually were, because no one wants, sorry to say, no, who would want their ex to see them where left them, or
you
how
go
you
forward.
met
You want to see them.
You know when you get into a relationship and then there is a breakup or even a marriage and then there is a divorce, it's like a competition.
Yeah.
That is where the competition sets in. Okay.
Directly, indirectly, it's a competition.
It's a competition.
I see.
You're not even
I see.
A real tough competition. If I'm to see my ex's girlfriend, so na me share ebia normal clothes be match me flap be na I was saying me
looking
speed
nice.
me dey be right.
Hana over benya attention no.
Yeah, you know.
Gaga is some no.
So it will help improve one personal there's some
growth
sort of
and
personal empowerment and growth if you do forgive. And also I would want to add, say, we're moving on. Not necessarily we're moving on, but not only relationship or not back there yet.
Okay.
But if you're able to forgive, take away all the anger, let everything go. There's a point that me, I'm not interested in relationship. But if you're able to forgive and then let everything go, you actually psych yourself and pace yourself for better relationships.
But it's like there are some people when they go through such relationships and then though they're forgiving them, it's a question I'm giving you. Though they're forgiving them, but then it's still affecting the new relationship that person is going through.
The new one you go to, you enter into. Okay.
What happens?
That is where we should know. Said there was no form of closure. There was no form of forgiveness.
You didn't forgive yourself first.
When you didn't take the time to heal.
Right, you didn't heal.
So people cried and they say, Minka, they say we are breaking me out in 3 days time coming anyway. But bro, you didn't even have the time to heal. So you are taking that same thing, that same attitude, whatever you went through or you were going through in your past relationship,
to wait
because you didn't have the time
Yeah.
to heal, to forgive yourself, to seek that closure you need. To be a free man, me connect and they say man do mobu, say man do mobu.
And it's true.
Sometimes you need to take time for yourself.
But say with time you feel like no, I'm not ready. Just answer now so the other. Yeah,
so you need to take time to heal. If you need time to heal, you do that for yourself.
But toxic relationship also make people become bad people around.
Of course.
Because I went through this relationship and then since there is breakup, I'm able to free myself. And yeah, the urbanist is on fun.
No, that is what we are saying. Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That person will go scot free.
No. Obi o crowd to me shada ye na je say. Otumi ye shada ye na je say be ma bia obenya no bia na obe hete no akọ.
Yeah, because like me, the akwasidia ye me. We do obi obeba me like me dia me. No. And then was psyching agent for that. So as the toxicity is affecting you. So psyche and to be other people we are not supposed to be.
Right.
So that's why I say forgiveness is like a crucial thing. It's an essential thing when it comes to not for just relationship. For one kasa your being. Forgiveness is like it's really important. Yeah. So obi to me, any relationship grave. Obu say any bit to me, yo baby. Auntie one bay cry, yeah, me cramp me who no crunch and it affects the entire family. But if you're able to forgive that situation, let it go. You free yourself, and then will be a crosser at war and it'll be okay. So forgiveness itself is like an essential thing for a human being. What you may practice that for yourself. I mean, forget that person. Do it for you. Do it for you. Forget that person. So Jimmy you. So bro, forget
you don't care.
That person. If you've like tasted the act of forgiving yourself, whatever anybody else does, it's like I don't see you. You are living, but you are not alive to me. Right. You don't matter. If you're able to practice that for you, you don't matter. The other person, whatever he or she does, it doesn't matter to you. And then some way somehow you are even able to find someone better or a position better than whatever you were into. Because as you forgive yourself, you empower yourself. You try to take time for yourself. You heal.
You want to go forward.
So this time, no, like you are alert for things. You see the listing and like, nah, that's not for me no more. So before you get into something else, you are better. You get it?
Right. Wow. Akosia, do you have anything to add?
What I'll add is like we call something self-defense.
Okay.
When you find yourself, it's not like I'm giving you bad advice or something.
And a bad advice now they might know. Sometimes you need it.
Or they ban out to dish.
Oh,
if you can't beat
sometimes you need it, yeah.
It is like it is self-defense.
Self-defense, okay.
Because we are the only two couples in the house. We don't have like this. The next room is this person, and then if I'm to shout, say bedroom down on the crano, the original one were free hono. So you are beating me very, very hard, and I have nothing doing now. Say me kun, I just also give you a mark.
Yes,
it will even help you to even run away.
And then you were like, hey, now
you have to fight back.
It's not cock of time.
Maybe I'll be defended.
Don't play. Don't play with this boy.
Just don't.
Don't play. If they are trying to kill you, you kill back. Like
I mean,
when he's
into the next
he coming. No, he coming. You just go back. Go back to where you get your weapon.
Be like this and fight back.
Yeah. All bows so okay. So where you get a weapon?
Okay.
Inti ndu say no.
Yes, that's what it team.
And always be you are in a toxic relationship, so you always have to get
prepare yourself.
Yes.
But if you don't take care, you murder him.
Self-defense.
If people actually does that, and
after that we just get you a good lawyer.
No, the only thing is yes. And then the only thing is you have to get a mark. You have to get something that will prove say it was self-defense. Yes.
Oh, I see.
Only you know where the camera is.
Unfortunately, most Yana and men in the abuse man. But they actually some men who go through like emotional way. Okay. In the sense that like Bemane like a bit soft and obani away kakra, or acting around people like and then you mess up. I said boy in a junior and then I said it came out but sister is coming out with another story and didn't do anything. So he even abuses me. Then some people are crazy to give themselves like marks. As you are saying, say, like you need to have a mark. But
or be creative.
Oh my God, people can create
But
it.
ladies are very dramatic.
Yes.
Oh, we are.
Yeah,
Naturally, we know.
We are. We have to be.
Yeah, dear.
Who's
for we-
a member no I abuse ya che.
Yeah.
It is sometimes so kunya obi a said na wo kana like coming from somewhere also be a toxic. If you feel like okay, this time around I'm not waiting for this man to abuse me. I need to be dramatic. The time be and you ask why I let we need a ho. And to be to be let me create something.
Oh, move aside.
But you know, in the olden days, yeah, they were abusing Yembano, but they didn't know. Because if I'm to get pregnant, na me football so, but I she mechi, my chichiri be on the other side. Na me sa sunja,
Echo.
na be man en kwa kuta Carlos. Na odi mechi. Is it not abusive?
Abusive. Pa. I think it's
We never talk of that.
I think it's a topic of it own.
Yes. But it's part of that.
It is. It really is. I
But
think
we
like
never-
an
yes.
abuse. It's everywhere.
It's
We
everywhere.
never thought of it.
Relationship, work, family. Let's make sure be working. No abuse. It happens to me all the time.
What
Like
can't
the
was I
drivers
send me
in
at
the
you no
baby
con the
talk.
baby. And I think it's like a ringing wo dream.
Yes.
It will be ringing in your mind. And sometimes you ask yourself, say, or after you've left, you ask yourself, say, me na ko ikan kwase se me kire me nana.
Yes.
Like I mean,
start
what was
to
he
think,
trying to say? You start to think.
And the funny thing is, that is when you think, say, if I had known,
So that time you've already left. He's gone.
mostly we think that abusiveness is like beating, slapping, touching.
The verbal
and
one.
everything.
Verbal
But
one is so
the
common.
verbal one is most part of it. 'Cause-
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I think we have to wrap up. There's the conversation. Interesting, no. Yeah, fancy ha. Breno, Asa. Things at your time, no. Director, Maya, ye say time no so. So, Muamutie. I mean, you've listened to Akosia. You've listened to Chewa. Chewa say, no. Akosia say, it drew maybe at that domestic violence, right? That domestic violence. Ne wo fie ni ade no. Chewa say it drew maybe you have to defend yourself with the
Please don't forget
with the
that.
cutlasses
Yourself.
and the
It's very
I don't know
important.
with the knives and the scissors and stuff. But
Or they
in
won't
all,
channel, just show it.
this in all, what we are trying to say is that if you spot a toxic relationship, or if you spot toxicity, if you spot it in your marriage, being it in your relationship, just run away, just leave for your sanity's sake. Get your freedom. If you need if you need help, seek it from family, therapist, I don't know, just leave. That is what we are saying. So that is the takeaway for you today. I hope you've learned something. My name is Okodie Ekwejiwa. I am the host on Cross Talk Show. See you in my next video. Bye bye.